So, what exactly happens at morning erotic practice? During the first 15 minutes, we set agreements for the container, and these agreements include things like nudity on screen is welcome but not needed. Although we do ask people to have their cameras on at the beginning and at the end of the practice. We also discuss how this practice is not about having an orgasm. It's really about self exploration and play. So, if orgasm happens, that's wonderful, but it's not at all needed, and there's no agenda towards orgasm. We also talk about privacy and confidentiality. Also, invitation to turn your camera, your self view camera off so that if looking at yourself is distracting, you can turn it on or off. I usually spend some time reminding people that they can use the energy of the group to enhance their pleasure, or they can also choose to just stay tuned into themselves. So those are some of the things we set initially as agreements. Then there's about 15 to 20 minutes of guided practice where I'm guiding people to touch themselves, to do some breath work, to really attune to ourselves. We always do some grounding to attune to the energy of the earth, of source, of where we all have come from. Um, during this, there's often a different theme every time that I might call upon during that time. And then we have 15 minutes of unstructured time where I just play music and people are invited to touch themselves, to enjoy genital touch, to use lube and toys if you like, to perhaps work with an intention or a particular breathwork practice during that time. And then the last 15 minutes of the practice are community time, where we go into breakout rooms of 3 or 4 people and we get an opportunity to share about the practice or about what's coming up for us in our love lives, whatever you would like to share with the group, or with the small group at least. During this time, we ask for no judgment or fixing of each other, to really just witness each other's journey and to build community, build a supportive, loving community for one another in a sex positive container. So that's really the synopsis of what we do. For many people, morning erotic practice is really like a kind of an initiation, because just getting there and being in a room where there is no shame around touching yourself and enjoying your own body and your own pleasure, that in and of itself can be a very powerful thing, very powerful practice for people. So that's a little bit about morning erotic practice, and I hope you'll consider coming to join me sometime.